Everybody, and welcome to my review of Everglade Angels by Scott Lobdell, Blake Northcott, and John Upchurch. I backed this on Indiegogo. This was originally a Kickstarter, and Blake Northcott decided to put it on Indiegogo. And was one of the first projects I've backed because it looked interesting, and because the premise, in my mind, was that this is a slasher-like comic from those horror movies, right? Because we have also, when you look at the title, it says horror, R-rated, limited edition graphic novel, VHS, cool cover, great paper stock, by the way. So I backed it, and I paid $25 for it and $15 shipping, so $40 in total. So I read it a while ago, and I didn't get it much. Not so that I didn't get the story, but more like what this book is supposed to be. So I read it again. I'm not very happy with the book. I wasn't that at the time that I read it, but now that I've read it again, for the most part, I have a lot of problems with this book, man. I'm gonna tell you why. So let's start off, okay? So we have a nice signature from Blake, and we start off with, sorry for the glare. This was the beginning of what's in the Indiegogo page. There's a girl running in somewhere in the woods or in the swamp. I believe this is Florida somewhere, and she sees people, well, corpses, well, not corpses, skeletons, and this guy in a mask kills her. That started the series off, and it was cool. And I said, "Oh no, well, that looks cool. I want to see more. What is this all about?" So this is a slasher, like a horror movie. I was very excited. Okay, so I'm gonna dive into the story in the book, and it started off a little bit with a baseball team, some girls, and they're, well, losing, and we have some dialogue, some exposition about. But I have, to be honest, before I go further, I have absolutely no idea what the rules are with baseball. But I was always intrigued by it. So, yeah, and there's some dialogue about the rules and the girls in between. And, well, something happens, and, oh, wait, we have some. Go away. So, sorry for the back and forth. There's a lot of tension on the book, which is good. And this is my collectible science fiction bookmark. So there's a fight here, and I must say, first of all, the art is gorgeous. It's really cool. Paper stock is also thick, shiny. It's very nice. And I have to hold it a little bit before, otherwise it flips back again. So these girls are losing, and this girl says, Gamma said we can drive to the Miami ourselves. Coach is going to lend us a van. So I think the story is that she and her team is going to Miami because there's another match, and she keeps losing all the time. And this is the father, and he said, you know what, have fun, but watch out for crazy people. South Florida slasher is still on the loose. And she said, Dad, stop being paranoid. Okay, so they're going on well, I'm not saying a road trip, but let's say it's a road trip. And they going to Florida, and they are lost. And he said, well, we have to go somewhere. Let's go to the left or let's go to the right. So they choose a destination, and they are, the sun is setting, it's dark, and they have to fuel the car up. So these girls are going in and said, fill up number 2, please. And this guy is flirting with the guys and said, you know what? You're passing through Florida and you're going to miss the party of the century. And there's some dialogue here, some fun dialogue, some exposition. And he said, you know what? Here's the tickets, or not the tickets, but the address. And the girls are deciding to go there. And what's strange is, in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in the swamps of Florida, there's a house, no lights on. They're going out. And then they're getting attacked, or this girl is attacked by a group of the same guys that killed the blonde girl earlier. And the funny part is that she said, well, our friend is getting attacked, we have to defend ourselves, and she gets something out of the bag and then immediately teleported a couple of meters outside of the car, trying to attack the let's call them terrorists because they don't have a name. So they are fighting and they are getting away. The other, the terrorist group with the girl there are just catched. Let's sit here. And one of the team members just said, you know what? I'm going to decapitate these and she steps into a bear trap, right? She said, I'm getting dizzy, I'm getting sleepy. And sometimes the dialogue is very cringy. Maybe I have a quick nap while you guys sort it out. And then she said, this Asian girl gives her a bottle of green liquid. And that is where the story a little bit started, because this liquid gives this girl's superpowers. So what I'm trying to say, I lost my train of thought. Well, anyway, they figured it out that there's something in those liquids that gives them superpowers. So they took several bottles with them, and out of nowhere there comes a police car because they tried to dial 911. And this guy said, hey, girls, how you doing? Someone called 911? Hey, what's the problem, right? And then this cop says out of nowhere, Miss, where did you get that bottle? So there's something suspicious going on with this guy, and they are having a conversation. Well, not more of a conversation, but an argument. And he said, ma'am, I'm going to need you, drop the bottle, step back, and keep your hands where I can see them. This asshole is one of them. Drink the bottle. He shoots. The bottle explodes or spats out. Then we have a very cool shot. This is one I like. I don't know why she did it, but she throws the lighter, the flashlight, bumps onto the head of a crocodile or alligator, and the alligator he snaps this agent into. What's a very cool shot. The problems I have with this story is revealed a little bit later, but so at this point I'm intrigued. I was intrigued from, hey, where this is going? So is this a cult? Is this people snatching bodies in the swamp for reasons? I don't know. And is this guy from the I want to say fuel station, but that is not the American word. Where you buy the gas station, I'm sorry. Is he in it? Because he gave the girls the address to come here to the mansion where these people are. So, but it doesn't get it really explained at all. So these girls are escaping, and let's skip a couple of pages because I don't want to spoil everything, but probably I spoil a lot. They go into the mansion. Well, there's not a mansion. This is the factory in the middle of a swamp with red lights on it, where probably the terrorist group are. She drinks the liquid, gets Super Saiyan, kicks in the door, and she finds her friend inside of this, well, factory. And they walk around and they see a lot of vats or containers containing the liquid that gives them the superpowers. Then we have one of the biggest problems and anticlimax things at all. The villain comes in here. Sorry for the shaky cam, by the way. She said, you know what? I called the coach. He came to Miami PD to help. And then somewhere the phone is ringing. And they discover it's coming from the inside. Dun, dun, dun. Then we have a Scooby Doo moment. You know the Scooby Doo cartoons that when you were little, Scooby and his gang catch the evil guy, and they reveal his mask, right? And they all yell together or say together, oh, it's the janitor from the school. Wow, what a big surprise. Well, this is exactly the same. The the villain of this whole thing is, the coach, their own coach. They're making Gatorade, super energy drinks to win matches, to win baseball matches. Because, hey, it's better to go on Sports Illustrated cover than, living for the rest of life in your dump, right? That was so anticlimactic. And I thought to myself, where is the horror? Where is the horror, Blake? Where's the horror? It isn't horror. It's more like a thriller, something. Didn't expect that at all. And this girl so pissed off, throws the ball, and then the ball here. It's ridiculous. So these fats, I cannot stand a bump from a ball, and the whole thing breaks down. They escape outside. They are fighting with each other, and she's getting a needle. The needle is full of the Gatorade stuff. I'm calling it Gatorade, but you know what I mean. The sports and enhancement drug. That's pure concentrate. One drop too much and your heart will explode. Well, you all know what's going to happen. So, your formula works, and she drives the coach through the window. Stuff is going to happen. The news is getting involved. The police is getting involved. Things will go back to normal. The bad guys lost. The end. That's the story. That's the story. Where's the horror? Where's the slashes? Where are the victims? We have one cool shot of a person who is dying. That's the police. Where's my horror? I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. And so the story is okay. The art is great. The art is fun. It's cool. Looking nice. Nothing wrong with that. I have problems also with the colors. Because the colors, here you see these colors, it's the same colors through the whole story. Look here. Bright red, dark reds, greenish, bluish, red, bluish, greenish. Same here. Same here. There is no shift in tone of colors. It's all the same. And I think they did it on purpose to for whatever reason, to fit the story or fit the tone of the book. But I think it's boring. I mean, I love different kind of colors. That makes it, for me, I just like to look at different kind of colors. This is a very tonal book with the same colors. It works maybe because it's dark, it's in the swamp, and it's night. But give us some different kind of color aspects, man. And this is the only shift in color we have, a black and white dialogue from the past. I'm very disappointed in the story, but that's not the worst of this book. So this book is fake, right? Now, okay, watch. We have a blank page. We have a page with screenplay. Then we have a blank page again. And this is a recurring theme. Then we have, based on the graphic novel Everglade Angels, fall 2019. So this is, I think, the story that it was supposed to be, but there were a lot of changes. I like the behind the scenes thing. I like it when I see what's going on, how the book is getting made. For me, as a comic book reader, it's interesting. I also like concept art. The problem with this is, so we do not have 1 or 2 pages. No, we have, okay, this is page 2. Now watch. "20 pages, 20 pages of screenplay, 20 pages. Why? Why do you have to waste so many pages of this? You could have done this with 4 or 5 pages maybe. You know what? But 20? That's a lot of wasted space." And then we have, hey, another blank page. And then we have a blank page with a sketchbook. Then, this is cool, by the way. This is a Jay Lee pinup. I like Jay Lee. So he's a great artist. But besides that, we have a page with 3 logos. Cool, you might say, but okay, there's a lot of space. You could have make it smaller, put it in here, and use this space for other things, right? My opinion. Next page. This is what I really like. Characters, concept art. It's getting dark in here. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can make it a little bit brighter. Guess not. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry for the bad shaky cam. And this is what I like. I mean, I like to draw. I like to make sketches to, for my own. So I turn a page, and then we have. Wait, what? You are saying that we only have 2 sketch pages, but we have 20 pages of this. I don't know what to say. Why? I don't get it. You could have used the other couple of pages from the screenplay and turned it into concept art or something else, right? And we go to the back, because this is actually nice. This is what I like, but also what I don't like, because we have 6 pages of thank yous. And my name is in here as well. But coming back to all these wasted pages that we have before, you could also say, make it maybe a thank you video and have I don't know, all the names in the clip, that scrolls up or down. And we could use this 6 pages to make something else, because we have another 6 pages. This is a side story. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A story of 6 pages about some social justice warriors terrorist group who talks like, "Hello, go present, like right here." And then this guy said later, "Ew, come on, Skylar, I was having a little fun. You're just being gross." With that smug face. The dialogue is cringe. Who talks like that? You're a terrorist group with a gun and tattoos, and you talk like you talk like cancel culture. You talk like a blue head checkmark who wants to lecture everyone who doesn't agree with them. It's terrible. And what is this all about? This is about, well, they are cowards in a mask, shoot things in a wall. The crystal glows, and there's a, I don't know, a message, something like a projector about, I don't know what. I didn't bother to read it again. And then they want to escape, or do you want to throw another info bomb? They're getting gassed. Police is coming out, beating up random people for reasons, because they cannot film anything. And this piece of trash is getting taken out by the cops. That's it. End of story. That's it. That's it. Why not make these 6 pages into a full-fledged story? You could have used all of this useless information here, rip it out, because, by the way, I counted it. It's more than 40 pages. 40 pages of this nonsense in total, except for this I like. So it's not totally nonsense, but you know what I'm getting at. And then we have at last 6 pages of something that is over in seconds. Also, we have an ad for a book that has nothing to do with Everglade Angels, but the artist is featured in there. Why? I paid $40 for this. I'm so disappointed. I'm a little bit mad as well, because you haven't, like I said, prediction values, super, absolutely top notch. Like I said, love the art. Disappointed with the colors, disappointed with the story. Then we have a lot of wasted pages that you could fill up with anything at all, anything. Then we have blank pages with text, another blank page, 3 pages. You could have done so much with them, and you did nothing. I don't want to drag down a comic book that people have so much putting time and effort in it. I really don't like that at all. But I have to point it out that I didn't like this book at all, as you noticed. And I'm not saying Blake Knopfler is a bad writer or a bad person who makes shitty comics. Absolutely not. I heard that he is doing something for DC Comics and with heavy metal. I love heavy metal. So I'm looking forward to that. But this book, it isn't for me. It wasn't for me, probably. I wanted to like it so much because it has horror. It has the old school videotape thingy about it. And I got a mediocre story about, well, with a Scooby Doo plot. Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. Well, tune in for the next time when I review another book. Hopefully something better. For now, have a nice day, have a nice weekend, and I catch you on the other side. Bye, guys. Oh, yeah. And if you like or don't like, please thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you want, please subscribe to my channel. And I see you on Twitter and otherwise on YouTube. Bye again.